it goes on to say, what these two generals were talking about can be summed up in one word: discipline. Now, discipline is one of those troublesome words in our English language, like bow or lead or row, which have more than one meaning. Unfortunately, the meaning often associated with discipline is punishment, but that is only one meaning of the word. The dictionary tells us that discipline also means teaching or instruction, that discipline means training which molds, strengthens, or perfects. And finally, the thing we're talking about in the Army. Discipline means controlled, gained as a habit through training, by enforcing obedience, or by carrying out orders. That is orderly conduct. That's discipline. Now, what's interesting about this is you think, oh, Jocko, I thought you were Mr. Decentralized Command over here. Now you want me to obey orders. Yes, yes, and yes. I am Mr. Decentralized Command. And if the orders aren't good orders, then you shouldn't obey them. But also, you should understand what the mission is and go execute the mission regardless of how you got to get it done. But what's better, or what's more applicable to right now for us as individuals, is you train so that you obey orders. How often, echo Charles, do human beings not obey the orders that they were given to by themselves? We fail to obey the orders that we know we should do.
To give ourselves.
Yeah. How are we eating donuts? How's that happening? Yeah. And there's not one person that's like, I need to go and eat a dozen donuts today, or even one donut. There's not a person that wakes up in the morning and goes, I'm going to go, I need to make sure I eat donuts today. Not one person is saying that. No one's saying that. No one is saying, hey, I need to make sure I scroll through a bunch of social media today. That's what my goal is. No one has that as a goal.
Yeah. No.
No one says, hey, you know what? Tomorrow I want to make sure I procrastinate the tasks that are on the table for me. Mm-hmm. No one's saying that. What they're saying is, I need to make sure I get this thing done tomorrow. I need to make sure I get task 1, 2, and 3 done tomorrow. They give themselves that order. And somehow, the order does not get executed. So what we have to do is actually train ourselves to achieve blind obedience to ourselves. That's a difficult task. You ever heard me talking some like, oh, what do you think about when, what do you tell yourself when you got to do something hard? I'm like, I don't tell myself anything. I'm not saying anything to myself. Look, and I'm not against people having little ditties. We've talked about that too, like having something to say.
Yeah.
But there's no negotiation happening. It's not like, it's just like a soldier in the field gets told, charge, I'm charging. I'm not like, well, how far do you want me to charge? And when exactly do you want me to charge? And can you give me the outcome that you're looking for? No, I'm not saying any of that. Charge.